Yeah, my name is Dan Baumann, and so excited today just to sit here and respect the corners. And I look around this place, and in so many ways it's become home. My story all started last June when I went on a hike in Kauai and just went through the craziest accident of my whole life, where I fell 30 feet off a cliff, ended up getting helicopter rescued to Queens Hospital, Honolulu, ended up losing over 60% of my blood, and on the surgery table was given less than an hour to live. From that came 2 weeks of unconsciousness, where every night the doctors talked about that I might not make it through the night. And then it was the start of many miracles, where my right leg started to twitch, and then my left leg started to twitch. And over the next few weeks, I started not only to have movement, but I started to, have speech. And there became this reality that maybe I'd live, maybe I'd be back. But again, it was sketchy because maybe I'd be a vegetable the rest of my life, maybe I'd have no movement. And so we just waited around. Out of that came rehab in Denver, which radically changed my life again, and to where hope came that I could actually, continue on with my normal life. I got to rehab center in Denver, where they said I'd be there a minimum of 9 months. And then after 1 month, he said, we're gonna let you go after 2.5 months, being the fastest healing or growth in a rehab patient they'd ever had. But then it was here, and back on October 7th, that I finally came here, and Respect the Corners totally changed my life. I am so honored and glad to be a part of this, but more than that, it really had a profound impact on my entire life. I came here, and they took me on, and they're like, Dan, no, we see where you've come from, we see where you're going, and we just want to help you get there. And the friendship and the commitment and the push towards just the things of God, which has happened right here in this room, has radically changed my life. And since the middle of October until today, pretty much whenever I'm here, at least twice a week, they've just gotten behind me and been able to push ahead with more physical training than I've ever had. And for the first time in my life, actually, I feel really alive in terms of, my physical, how I am. Probably the best shape of my life from the neck down. I still continue with some headaches, but we've been able to work through that stuff. And where rehab was just like made me possible, now I'm to the place where I'm walking, 1 or 2 hours a day, no problem. I'm able to run 5-6 miles once or twice a week when I can. And then with the workouts, I'm finding myself getting in shape. But out of all that is not only the time here in the gym, but it's outside where I just feel more alive. I love the vision. I love the vision of seeing Respect the Corners opened all over the world. And I love how that's generated stuff inside of me. Hope and excitement for what God wants to do in me and what God wants to do through Respect the Corners. So I'm just so honored that they took me on. I'm so honored to be a part. I'm so honored to just promote what God wants to do through Respect the Corners in the coming years, not only here, but all over the earth. And I'm just a big believer. And I'm just so grateful for how they took a part of my life, and from nothing, from almost death to life. And I could only say thank you, thank you, thank you. Highly recommend anyone who wants to get in to Respect the Corners. Doesn't matter your background, but it's super legit, and I'm excited where they're going.